Good day everyone, Dr. Blob here. Today I have a special video for you, as we will have not one, but two mini theories.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm sorry. Still to be seen on my end for a more complex video. But still, the show must go on. First starting with, how come Team Rainbow Six still managed to make use of their weapons in Terra? For starters, it is obvious Terra doesn't have powder for Earth's ammunition, let alone everything else needed for them. The files don't go much into detail either, with only two mentions in Ash and Tachanka's files. In Ash files, we learned that with a lot of work, Rhodes engineers were able to recreate the igniter with a mix of originium and other substances, yet it is considered to be too much of a hassle in comparison to rounds made up entirely with originium, so they went with regular type of ammunition in the end. Thus, deploying Rainbow Six Team is the equivalent of spending half of Rhodes saving in a single mission. However, and finally we got to the important part, how can they fire their guns when their bullets have originium inside them, aka the I need to make a quick jump before firing it front sort of bullet, with no arts abilities whatsoever. Simple. This Johnny here. In the files, it is said it was Closer who made the modifications, but I think this is to say she was in charge of the group helping the Isekai team. In Cesa's files, it is explained that he and his brother were working on a way to make firearms more accessible for everyone, not only those with affinity for arts. And before joining Rhodes Island, Cesa had already made some advancement while working as an arms dealer, modding existing guns to be used by most without the need of much knowledge in arts. Now give this sort of genius weaponry which already doesn't need originium to work with, and I'm sure he will be able to retrofit them with the components needed for them to work with magic cancer rocks with ease. So, next time you deploy Ash to delete a boss, be sure to thank this Bowfier boy for his hard work. Honestly, considering the possibility with Cesa's own fear of releasing yet more options for mass annihilation into the world, I wouldn't be surprised if the downgraded effective range of the guns was made on his behalf, in order to keep said guns far from popular interest for a bit longer. And knowing Terra, I cannot help but believe that was the right choice. Now, going to a less depressing theory, we got Witty. As one of the older members of Rhodes, Witty is one of the core members working on engineering in the Ark, as the head of bioengineering. And while bioengineering is new in Terra, it seems to be developing rather fast. Just look at the pet drone following Witty and you can quickly tell they are no longer at our level. For those who don't know, bioengineering is a discipline which applies natural elements and functions into structural design, or in vice versa, design mechanical functions and systems into biological compounds in order to generate affordable products. In layman terms, bioengineering is the science of artificially fusing biology with mechanics. Now, why is Witty so important for Rhodes to the point she got a 6 stars once she joined the game? For starters, I am sure that knowing the biological structure and functions of a certain rock cancer will be helpful in the search of a cure for it. And while I don't know much regarding Terra's technology, there is something definitely organic inside Rhodes that might be relevant in the future. So this might be the main priority of our resident Neat Freak. Little tangent here, but with so many geniuses aboard, isn't it strange that the whole core of the Ark seems to be upside down? So many brains, yet they can't figure out how that goes? Well, what if I tell you that might be on purpose? What if, perhaps, it is meant to be flipped on itself one day? After all, we have yet to see this in the game. But that's just a very flimsy theory from my part. For now, I would like to know what do you think of these ideas of mine. Will you think them feasible? Don't doubt to mention it down below, as I would love to see your thoughts about them. For now, this has been Dr. Blob, wishing you all a great day. And as always, stay healthy everyone.